optimization my performance too. The interaction between human and computer. Introduction. This is my index. I will talk about introduction, HCI, usability, functionality, states, user interface, interactive systems, human, computer, interaction, research, HCI, and thanks. Next, introduction. Humans interact with computers in many ways. The interface between humans and computers is crucial to facilitate this interaction. Application, internet, browser, and laptops make use of today's prevalent graphical interface. Human-computer interaction (HCI). HCI is an interdisciplinary domain spanning disciplines such as computer science, human factor engineering, artificial intelligence, linguistics, philosophy, anthropology, and cognitive science. Um, 2 points important: usability and functionality. Functionality. Instead of designing regular interface, different branches of research have focused on the concepts of multimodality rather than unimodality, adaptive smart interface rather than order action-based interface, and active rather than passive interface. Usability is one of the key concepts of HCI. It's about making the system easy to learn and use, improves competitive customer loyalty, and reduces costs. The language used must be appropriate, and the element used must be linking to the real world. Stage in UI development. In the first, before IAC, the interface is the hardware, whose main users are special engineers. In the second, with the birth of high-level programming language, interfaces were focused on the task of programming, eliminating the need to know detailed hardware. 3. In the third, through the monitor and the keyboard, the user communicates through commands that had to be memorized commonly. And the fourth, interactive dialogues with the system appear through graphical user interface (GUI) was designed and implementation requires in the tool the development of theoretical frameworks that they allow to understand the execution of the complex task. Finally, in the last stage, a computer is glimpsed that goes beyond the individual, which has impact on the group and where collaboration, diligence, position, or authority has to be explicitly considered. Interactive systems. Interactive system in the term computer refer refer to a wide range of systems that can range from a desktop computer, a cell phone, and vehicle, microwave oven and toaster, and embedded systems, to systems that include elements not necessarily computerized as people or process. Finally, the term interaction involves everything that is related to the dialogue between the human and the computer, using input or output device, either implicit or explicit. For these reasons, when we talk about computer IAC, we are actually talking about system interactive. The human. The human has natural limitations for the information processing, the impact, the design of interactive systems. For example, a surgeon cannot control a camera while performing an operation. These limitations or characteristics are considered and often studied for design of the product's IAC. In addition, there are factors inherent in the human condition, such as tiredness, boredom, and anger, that must also be taken into account. In the same way, the information that comes from computers and environment is captured by various channels such as auditory, visual, haptic, and movement, and is saved temporarily or permanently in our short or long-term memory. All the data we receive through the mentioned channels are processed consciously or unconsciously and through very complex mechanisms. They allow us to solve problems, reason, acquire skills and knowledge, and even make mistakes. Equal how emotion impact our mental and our physical activities, and even if they are very strong, they can push our capitalists to the limit. Even when humans share differing abilities and capacities, individual differences must be considered when designing useful products. The computer. The evolution of the computer has gone hand in hand with competition between hardware producing companies. In short, the computer has significantly impacted life, professional and everyday, so much that some common activities would be unthinkable today without this technological device. The interaction. The interaction is understood as dialogue between the computer and the human. Due to the great diversity of people and contexts in which computers are used, methods and techniques are continually proposed to better understand how this process should be if the system is a software for learning mathematics. It will be has to assess whether it allows learning equal to or better than with the support of traditional teacher or other software designed for the same purpose. The evaluation not only covers the effectiveness of interactive systems, but also other aspects such as efficiency, effectiveness, satisfaction at the time of use it, and even its final adoption. Research ACI for research, user customization, embedded computer, augmented reality, social compute. User customization. End-user development looks at how everyday users can routinely adapt applications to their own needs and even new applications based on understanding their own capabilities. With their depth knowledge, user code increases the important source of new applications, waiting for generic programs with expert systems but little mastery. Embedded computing. Computing is moving from computer to whatever object it can be applied to. Embedded systems make the environment alive with tiny computations and automated processes, from automated kitchen utensils to the lights, bulbs, and automatic blinks. The difference expected in the future is the addition of network communication that will allow many of these embedded computations to coordinate with each other and with the user. The human interface for these embedded objects will, in many cases, be different from the appropriate workstations. Augmented reality. Augmented reality refers to the notion of adding relevant information to our view of the world. There are projects that show real-time statistics to users who perform difficult tasks, such as manufacturing. Future work should include increasing our social interaction by giving us additional information about the people we talk to. Social computing. In recent years, there has been an explosion of social science. Research focus on interaction with the unit of analysis. Many of these investigations are drawn from psychology, social psychology, and sociology. For example, one study found that people expect a computer with a man's name to be more expensive than computer with a woman's name. Another found that individuals perceive of interaction with computers more positively than interaction humans despite behind the scene in front of these machines. In conclusion, it is important that there is good communication between the user and computer. For this reason, the interface has is must be designed with the user's needs in mind. Human-computer interaction is relatively young area. that thus had agreed both science, the birth of personal computing, to science that then and derived from a great technological advance, has taken a central role in the design of the new technological products. The IAC is a multidisciplinary area by nature, and it is precisely these characteristics that makes it interesting and challenging to those who work on it. This is my presentation, performance 2. Thanks for your attention. Bye.